Jarvis, and welcome to the first step of the bridge model. When most people come to a health club, or they start seeking out the services of a personal trainer, they do so because of the discomfort they're currently feeling. We like to think that they have a goal, but actually most of them don't. They have what we call an away from strategy. They don't feel well about how they are at this moment in time. They're unhappy with how they look. They're not happy with their energy levels or something like that. And so they decide it's time to change. You see, there are only two sources of motivation: pain and pleasure. And sadly, it's the former, pain, that motivates, is more powerful in motivating people. So most of your customers come to you because they're moving away from something they don't want to have. And immediately, this is a problem for both you and them. Because what they're doing is that they're focusing on what they don't want to have, and by doing so, creating that in their lives. So the first thing you have to do is get them to begin to understand what it is they want instead of that. Without this why, without this outcome, then when things get difficult for them, what happens is they tend to question what they're doing and they drop out. So our first objective is to set an outcome with them. Now, you've probably heard the acronym before, SMART, which stands for simple, measurable, achievable, realistic and towards, and numerous other things that we can put with it. But what it really means is, what is the evidence that you're going to have that tells you you've achieved your goal? And when you ask most customers about what they're going to get from participating in your services, they'll say generalistic comments like, get fit. That doesn't actually mean anything. Now the problem you've got is the customer doesn't really know, because why they're coming to you is because of what they don't want to have rather than what they actually have. So what you've got to do is flip that round. The most effective way of doing that is to ask the customer, what would it be like in a few months' time if, having used your services, things had changed? How would they be? What would be different in their lives? How would they feel? How would other people comment on them? In that way, they'll begin to describe to you the evidence of what it is they want from using your services or coming to the gym. That's the first step. Then the second part of achieving the desired situation is to identify why they want it now. You can call those the benefits or the effects, the results. See, the outcome in itself is not that desirable. But by actually adding the effects to it, it becomes very desirable. So these are the whys. So the majority of people that participate in health and fitness don't really enjoy the process. So as a consequence, what you've got to do is you've got to find out what makes it really, really motivating for them to keep participating when things get hard. So what you do is you take the outcome, and it might be someone describes losing weight, and you ask them what they'll gain from that. What results they'll achieve, what will be different in their lives because of that, and they'll give you an answer. And then you repeat the question, but maybe in a different way, and you keep repeating that, and each time you repeat it, you get what we call a higher value. It gives more meaning. So the first step in working with the customer is to identify their desired situation. There are two parts of that. Establish the outcome, the evidence that they know that they've achieved what it is they want to have. And secondly, what benefits that will give them. I wish you the best of luck in finding that out with your customers.